Arsenal's left-back Gaël Clichy has signed a 4-year deal with Manchester City. The 25-year-old has moved to Eastlands for a reported fee of £7 million, and the Frenchman is Roberto Mancini's first summer signing. Citing family reasons, Carlos Tevez has yet again stated his wish to leave Manchester City. The Argentine is contracted to Eastlands until 2014, and the club have said they're in no rush to meet the striker's demands. Wigan Athletic have completed the £4 million transfer of goalkeeper Ali Al-Habsi from Bolton Wanderers. The Oman international spent last season on loan at the DW Stadium and was the Latics Player of the Year. Al-Habsi stated he wanted first-team football after only 10 starts in 5 years at the Reebok. Sunderland have been busy in the transfer market. Their first signing was 18-year-old Connor Wickham from Ipswich Town. The striker had been linked with Arsenal and Liverpool, but decided to join the Black Cats for a fee which could rise to above £12 million. Also making the move to the Stadium of Light is South Korean striker Ji Dong-won from Chunam Dragons. The 20-year-old has scored 6 goals in 11 internationals, including 4 at the 2011 Asian Cup. Steve Bruce has also snapped up the services of Birmingham City's Craig Gardner for £6 million, while Sebastian Larsson arrived on a free transfer. Liverpool have agreed a fee with Blackpool for the transfer of Charlie Adam. The midfielder will now have a medical and discuss personal terms. He'd become Kenny Dalglish's second summer signing after the arrival of Jordan Henderson.
Arsenal Football Club is steeped in a rich heritage. Formed in 1886 by workers at the Royal Arsenal in Woolwich, the subsequent 125 years have produced many defining moments. With 13 league titles, 10 FA Cups and a 49-match unbeaten run, those famous red and white shirts have left a unique mark on the English game.
First sign of the modern era to go through a season unbeaten. The champions and the deserving champions are Arsenal.
In honour of their 125th anniversary, the club held a unique launch for their new home kit. Far from being a regular event, this took place on Wednesday the 8th of June at midnight.
The majority of their kit launches is have an embargo on launch day, and the launch day officially for our kit is Thursday the 9th. So the first opportunity you will truly get tonight at 1 second past midnight, you will get the first Arsenal fan having that opportunity to buy it and wear it first.
Gunners fans weren't deterred. An estimated 500 were expected, but over 1,000 arrived to soak up the atmosphere at the Emirates Stadium. The club even provided complimentary refreshments to keep fans fueled until midnight arrived. Some tested their skills on football challenges, others didn't need to. The swelling crowd was an encouraging sign as far as shirt sales were concerned.
Very popular so far. In fact, our best-selling home kit so far as pre-orders are concerned, we're currently trading 34% up year on year. Certainly a thirst for things that are new and different, taking merchandise into different areas rather than just the shirt. Personalisation, for example, huge area, and I'm sure we'll see tonight here at the midnight launch. You'll see as many fans having their own names and numbers printed on the back of shirts as you will key players.
Club legend Charlie George and lady star Rachel Yankee held court as the Armoury store braced itself for midnight. The shirt detail features a bespoke crest with 15 laurel leaves to reflect the design on the reverse of the 6-pence pieces paid to found the club. The oak leaves commemorate the founders who met at the Royal Oak Pub 125 years ago.
It's good that they've gone back in time and looked at the history and created it through that, so yeah, it's important. The history of the club's important, it's a big club.
The club are also playing their part in being eco-friendly, each kit being made up of 13 reclaimed plastic bottles.
Obviously the environment's important for everyone's lifestyle and everyone's always recycling, so I think it's good that Arsenal are recycling as well.
The most important thing is to do your best at the present, and let's just hope that we can win some titles and some trophies in this kit, and then it will be remembered for a long time.
The big moment finally arrived.
New shirt, new season. Happy days.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
As the clock struck midnight, the first supporters were greeted by a fanfare.
Up the off.
shirt personalisation proved a popular choice, with a variety of slogans on offer.
We got here at 9:30 this evening, and Arsenal put on quite a good show inside, so it makes a bit of a difference than standing in a boring queue like normal when you queue up for something.
Arsenal, Crisis 26. New sign.
I actually thought someone was winding me up on a midnight launch, and then they told me, you know, that they'd never done a midnight launch. This is what they wanted to do. Would I come and help out? It's like, of course. And upstairs, I mean, I was obviously there with Charlie George, which is an Arsenal legend.
Charlie George will forever be remembered for his extra time winner in the 1971 FA Cup final. His era had less razzmatazz, and new kit unveilings were a bit more subdued.
They just give you them and you did a picture. I think that was about it. It wasn't no real advertising. Football's big business now. And the 12 or 15, 17 shirts put out, and then you go out onto the pitch, have a picture, and that's how it was done.
In another nod to the past, 500 Arsenal heritage balls worth £25 were being sold at the 1886 price, a bargain 17p.
Got a free one when I walked in, and then I got another one for 17p. So, not bad. Look good in a box frame at home, I reckon.
It's a really clever idea. I mean, it makes you think the whole way back to, you know, when football started here and how much things did cost back then. So, you know, it's a nice touch.
With the launch a resounding success, Arsenal fans are now hoping their heroes don't leave them empty-handed when it comes to silverware next season.
It's a cliche that football is a game of two halves, but never was that more apparent than when looking at Steve Bruce's Sunderland team last season. Lying 6th at the end of January, 24 games in, their form collapsed with 8 defeats in 9. By the end of the season, they'd recorded just 3 wins in their final 14 games. One man who witnessed the crash firsthand was January signing Stéphane Sessegnon. The midfielder had some knowledge of the club via a few French contacts.
I'd already seen some Sunderland matches at the time when Djibril Cissé was playing there, I think. So yes, I had the opportunity to follow them a little. But I wasn't necessarily keeping a close eye on the club. I knew the manager because he used to play for Manchester United. And I also knew Eric Black because he went through France at that time. So I knew a little, but I didn't necessarily know the history of the club.
Sunderland's assistant manager Eric Black's Gallic connection stemmed from 5 years playing with Metz in the late 1980s. With Sessegnon now the 3rd big money signing from the French First Division to join Sunderland, following former player Lorik Sana and current striker Asamoah Gyan, it's something that's undoubtedly helped their latest addition to settle.
I was lucky to find players who came from the French league and players that I'd played against several times in knockout matches. So that helped, and it's enabled me to integrate more easily. And as I didn't necessarily speak English very well, they also helped me because they spoke a little French with me. So they all made my life easier. And I was lucky to have Eric Black, who speaks a little bit of French. So yes, all of this has helped me to feel really fine.
Born in Benin, West Africa, Stéphane left for France in 2004, playing first for lower league Créteil, before Le Mans and finally Paris Saint-Germain. Despite interest from several Premier League clubs, he decided on Sunderland.
I was in Africa and it wasn't necessarily easy to come any earlier. So when the opportunity was offered to me, I took it as best as I could. And I was lucky to be welcomed by people who adopted me straight away and who offered me the opportunity to express myself and to play. I started very low. I started in a club in the 2nd division, and then I tried to climb up the ladder. And today I'm happy about my career.
And the midfielder is keen to display more of the qualities that persuaded Sunderland to part with £6 million to bring him to the Stadium of Light.
It's true to say that this club has made a big financial effort to bring me here. So I think, yes, I do owe them in a way. And I think that when you're bought at this kind of price, you have to prove that you actually deserve that price tag. So yes, it's satisfying because I've been bought for £6 million, but now I need to show that I'm worth the amount that the club's paid for me.
A versatile player, Sessegnon has already begun to demonstrate to Sunderland fans exactly what the club is getting for its money. 3 goals in 13 starts since signing, some of them crucial as the new man helped stop the slide down the table.
When I arrived, the team was right at the top, and then we were losing match after match. So yes, there was a period of reflection. So to be able to score 1 goal, and with this goal at that moment, we win the match, that was lots of emotions. And then with my second goal, it's a shame we didn't win. But you know, I'm not a scorer. I prefer not to score and for us to win. But I'm satisfied, even if it's very little in comparison to what I'm capable of and capable of bringing to the team. It was average for me, I think, but I just arrived. I had to adapt, and it wasn't very easy. So I'm satisfied up till now, but I do think it's possible to do better.
It is, of course, difficult to make a lasting impression in a team who are on such a terrible run of form. But what can fans expect from Sessegnon come August?
You can expect a lot. No, but I'll always give 100%, as I've always done since I arrived. And first of all, I'm going to try to grow and become a first-choice player, and then I'm going to try to bring to the team what I'm capable of, because I think that they're very good players in the team. So I'll try to bring my touch to the group.
Last season, a final day win ensured the Black Cats eventually finished 10th. Ironically, their best Premier League position in a decade. Sunderland and Sessegnon will be aiming even higher next time round.
Hello, I'm Sandro, midfielder for the Brazilian national team and Tottenham. Watch me next week on Premier League World.
Yes, Tottenham's tough guy took time out to try his hand at some pentathlon games in a London school and didn't lose his competitive streak. He also reflects on his first season in the Premier League. Until then, from Dave Farrer and me, Marcus Buckland, goodbye.